Alright, we should be back now. I guess it was just a quick reboot for the network. And hopefully we'll have some stability. You know? Can we be stable, please? We're hoping for a little stability. I had a feeling that would happen today, though, because since they did those upgrades, you know. Since they did some work on the infrastructure yesterday, the power infrastructure for the neighborhood, I feel like they I just felt like there was going to be some downtime. I felt like they were definitely going to have to come in and like reboot some equipment or do something like that. So I think that's what that probably was. So this one here still needs to unlock. Ah, Gopley got that big old Metroid. Where is she? Where is that big old Metroid? Oh shit, there she is. Wah, 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 wah. She's coming. Ooh. There she be, the big old Metroid she is. Alright, well let's do a full rebuff. We'll get back into the swing of things. We're still going to have the Krono giveaway today, so hopefully you can stick around, hang out if you can, keep a tab, something like that. We're going to do it at 12 PST, which is in about 3 hours, about 2 hours, 45 minutes. We're going to give out a Krono on the stream. We're just buffing up and then we'll get started again. We'll be pulling some more spiders. All right. This music kind of gives me like Conan vibes a little bit. Very, very Conan-y. All right, looks like everyone's buffed up. Let's get some haste out there. A little tasty hasty. Come on, baby, land that slow. Damn. 3 resists. There we go. We landed it. Woo! We're back online. We had a little kerfunkle there. The internet decided to drop down on us. Sink us down. They sunk us down, boys. But we're back. We're back from Davy Jones' locker. And we still plan to give away a Krono.
Stupid.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. Hell, sign me up. What's up, dude? Pyraxit in the house. I see you, baby. We're fighting more spiders again today. I sold one of my shells, my spider shells. I sold it. So we gotta come back and get another one. Hey, Chiron, how you doing, friend? Certain death, small chances of success. What are you waiting for? I know, right? That was a good Gimli. If they ever redo the movie, I don't think they're going to have as good a Gimli as that guy was. Happy Friday, folks. We're slaying the evil spider menace. There's no way to redo that movie. It was perfect. The Hobbit was less so. Yeah, I feel you there. Well, didn't they spend like 10 years or something in New Zealand doing all the Lord of the Rings stuff? That's a long time, dude. It's a long time. Oh, it was only 3 to 4. Apparently they was allergic to the glue that they used for the makeup, and it made his face swell. Oh, shit. Made him look even more dwarfy, huh? The true dwarf experience. That guy's a big guy that they turned into Gimli. In real life, that guy is like an actually like huge dude. Oof, it sounds frustrating to deal with, but the man, he nailed that role. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did, dude. The new dwarf guy, what's his name? The dude from The Hobbit, the series. He was kind of skimpy for a dwarf, for like a dwarf prince. You know what I mean? I just felt like he was skimpy. His wife was pretty though. Yeah. His dwarf wife was pretty, dude. She was voluptuous. Very, like, curvy, you know what I mean? A lot of volume. But I thought she was pretty. I'm not necessarily attracted to dwarfs, but I thought that lady was pretty. Everybody's like, bro, I thought you liked orcs, not dwarves. What about dwarks? You know what I mean? Half dwarf, half orc. Let's go. Now that's what I'm really into. Dwarks. Aren't those just goblins? Maybe. Maybe. Either way, I'm hooking up. No, I'm just kidding. It's getting a little weird in here. I had somebody ask me one time, like flat out, they were like, hey dude, would you ever marry a dwarf lady? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, if I met somebody who had, you know, dwarfism and we fell in love, then yeah, you know, I would. I wouldn't be like, no, I'm not gonna do it. That's fucked up. They used camera tricks to make him look short? Yeah, they did. Because that guy is like really big in real life. Gimli, it's true you don't see many dwarf women, and in fact they are so alike in voice and appearance that they're often mistaken for dwarf men. Aragorn, it's the beard. Yeah, I was pretty happy to see some bearded dwarven women in The Hobbit. The actual Hobbit in the beginning of the movie when they like show Smaug take over the place and like come flying in, you know. There's this one scene where it's this long bridge and all these dwarves are fleeing from the castle, and you can see a bunch of the ladies running by. Some of them had like some pretty glorious beards. There was a few glorious lady beards out there. Neck muscles. Whew. My neck muscles are wrecked, dude. Feels good, you know, because I know that I did a little bit of working, got a little workout on them, but yeah, they're sore for sure. The neck muscles, man, the neck muscles. My forearms too. Got a nice little soreness to the forearms as well. Dude, that weed eater, the one thing about it is it like vibrates so much that my hands are usually a little shaky, like after use. After I've used it for a few hours, my hands are like kind of like shaky, which is weird. Because I don't have that from anything else. It's just from the vibration, from like several hours worth of vibration. Oh, to be young again. To be young again with 0 ailments and unlimited energy. You know what I mean, dude? That unlimited energy was dope. Big spider, big spider. Squish that bug, squish that big bug. If for some reason, let's say the internet goes out again and I go offline before the Krono giveaway, then we'll do it. We'll do it again tomorrow, but I should be okay now. I feel like the cable company did their like major reboot for the day, so hopefully we'll be good. Alright, let's get another spider. We're just hanging out, doing stuff, slaying spiders. The spider slayer is here. I hope my car is done today, man. I really want my car back. My car. Alright, come on, baby. Give us a shell. I know you got one. A beetle butt shell. Oh yeah. Apparently these guys used to shadow step. So imagine fighting this spider and he's like blinking around. Bling, blink, blink, blink. You're like chasing him and he's blinking and doing shit. That'd be pretty wild, huh? Yeah, I guess they used to shadow step and it was removed because people were complaining too much about it, and I could see that. No one would want to fight them. Hey, here we go. We just had a brand new update on 7 Days to Die. The storm is brewing. Let's look here. Update 2.0 Storms Brewing release notes. Okay. The storm has arrived. The Fun Picks are extremely excited to share the official Storms Brewing V2.0 release notes. As always, this build is jam-packed with new content, improvements, quality of life features, game options for custom playstyles, and an incredible amount of new mid to late game content. Also, Navigaine map is pretty fun too. Release schedule, streamer weekend is this weekend. Okay. Is today the Friday the 13th? Oh my god. Stream experimental Monday, June the 16th. Steam and console stable release Monday, June 30th. Okay. Alright. Holla. With the new biome progression option enabled, all biomes except the pine forest will have a unique environmental hazard to overcome. Alright, alright. Very cool. No hazards in the pine forest. That's nice. Wow. Burnt forest. Desert will have heat. The snow will have freezing temperatures. We already had all that. Wasteland, conquer the high radiation. Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad they did that. I feel like you do need to have like a rad suit or something to go in there. And there's been some mods that have done it, but there's been a few like mod add-ons or whatever that have done that. But I like it being cooked into the base game. Bake it right in, baby. Bake it in. Bacon? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, dude. Bacon. I love a good bacon. Bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Let's go. BEC. Let me get a BEC. A what? A bacon, egg, and cheese, motherfucker. Heal. My heal wasn't landing. I was getting worried, dude. I said, oh, I kept getting interrupted. The spider was fighting him and interrupting his heal, dude. Heal me. Wait, DOS didn't get you into the streaming group? You have to get invited in by, you have to apply. It's like an application thing. You have to app to it, and I have an app to it. And so, I could app to it. It's probably not too tough to get in on it. But, you know, I'll chill. I'll see what's going down. I kind of want to wait until the stable version is out. When Jersey Devil hosts his server, his long server, it's going to be, you know, we're going to be actually progressing and saving up stuff and that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of holding out for a hero. Holding out for that larger server, the 30-man server that he's going to boot up. It's going to have a lot of players on there. There's going to be a bunch of people I'm looking forward to playing with as well over there. So we'll do it. Sex Day limited crossplay to 8 people on a server because the consoles. Yeah, ever since the 90s, you know, like I went the route of the PC game. The last console I had was a PS2. And around that time, I was like, well, these computer games are so much like cooler and so much funner and stronger, and they can be modified. And, you know, like I was playing like Warcraft 3, he was doing like modified maps and shit like that, StarCraft, all that stuff. And I was like, I think I'm just gonna keep playing computer games, you know. And I got into EverQuest and everything. And so I didn't really keep up with the consoles. I didn't keep going forward with them after PS2. Not that I wouldn't mind having one though, because those are fun games, and it is nice to be able to kick back on the couch and game, you know. And then emulators too kind of like created that market of like you can still play emulated games even if you don't play them on Twitch or whatever like that. You know, I can play those from my couch too. You know what I mean? I think there's 2 spiders right there. Yeah. They're on top of each other. 2 spiders. There we go. There's a respawn over here. Definitely don't want to get 2 spiders. Hey, there's somebody. You got the original Rogue Ally handheld. You used it quite a bit. You might get a new one when it comes out later this year. It's great for a lot of the console games, emulators, etc. Ooh, nice, nice. I wouldn't mind a handheld, because I like to lay in bed sometimes and scroll through like Instagram Reels and stuff like that. And a little handheld would be pretty darn cool, dude. I could kick back with one of those. Who's Benny? Benny, I see you. It's funny that there's like so many raid bosses up everywhere. You know what I mean? Raid bosses that can't be taken down yet are just up everywhere. Feels like EverQuest, like it feels like real EverQuest or something. Like I don't know. It's pretty cool though. I suppose THJ feels like that too, because you have your own instance of everything, and so pretty much every boss is up for you over there. I do like THJ. I played it before. I think it's pretty fun. I'll probably play it again soon, like once this wears off a little bit, once Fangbreaker wears out a little. I'll probably play some more THJ, dude. Get in there and slay some bosses, you know, make some content. All right. Come on, baby. Get that slow. Get that slow. Resist. Resist. There we go. Landed finally. We're doing a Krono giveaway in about 2 hours. 2 hours, we're doing Krono giveaway. That'll be fun. We'll do a marbles race, and whoever wins the marble race wins the Krono. You don't have to be on Fangbreaker. You can be on any of the Daybreak EverQuest servers. If you win the Krono, I'll log in. I'll make a character on that server, and I'll log in, and I'll give it to your character. So anyone's eligible. Any of you EverQuesters out there are eligible. EverQuesters only. Exclusive. But it does actually serve as an all-purpose pass. It's an all-purpose Daybreak pass. So if you did win it and you activated it, you have 30 days of all access, which includes the other games as well, like EQ2. I believe there's a Marvel game, something like that. A few other games that they own. They got a nice library.
Meat's back on the menu, boys. It looks like meat back on the menu, boys.
Hey, Papa DXX, what's up, my friend? Thank you so much for the sub. And welcome in, welcome in. Long time no see, have you been? Dude, fantastic, my friend. We've been having a good old time. We've been playing a lot of different games, and so we're back on EverQuest. We're on the Fangbreaker server, which is the latest TLP. We're on the latest TLP. So yeah, so we're doing that. And we're doing the Krono giveaway today. It's a beautiful day to give away a Krono. How about you? What have you been up to? Just started last night. Fantastic, dude. That's awesome. I think it's a fun server. We're kind of under-leveled for the content. And I was just mentioning earlier how there's raid bosses up everywhere, dude. Dragons, giants, frickin' you name it. A lot of raid bosses are just up because they can't be taken down. You know, they're a little tough to kill for everybody. So it kind of feels nice, you know. It feels very like realistic. Feels like it's meant to be, you know. We live in Norath, is what I'm saying. Feels like we live here, man. I've got a monk / shaman combo, and so we've been having a little fun. I've been gearing up. I did some Twilight Sea armors. I got a couple of Plane of Hate armors, or excuse me, Plane of Fear. I scavenged a pair of gloves off the ground in Plane of Fear. And some various other odds and ends. I'd like to get some Kale gear, because the Kale gear is pretty nice. But we're doing pretty good. The gear, my equipment's okay now. I found these off of some Targu in Awakening Lands. A couple of nice bracers, 5 AC. 20 HP, you know, got these for free basically. Steel threaded pants. This is a Twilight Armor pants. These are real nice. I got a couple other Twilight Armors. This one for the face mask. This one for the arms. So those are pretty good. Silver streaked wolf mantle. I think my boots is the next thing I should upgrade, yeah. We need to go out and get some nice boots. Some nice boots. But we're camping one of these. We're camping the Phase Spider Carapace, which is a pretty nice chest piece, and a lot of different classes can use it. So this is kind of like what we're working for. We got 2 yesterday. I did sell one. I was a little Krono whore and I went and sold one. But we are giving out the Krono on the stream, so that's what we're doing with it. We're giving it away. But you gotta win it. You can't win if you don't try. So we'll be doing a Krono race in a couple hours. We've got about 2 hours from now at 12 Pacific. We're going to do a marbles race for a Krono. Started a new job, had heart surgery. Ooh. Had to get your health back in order, so we are great now. What kind of heart surgery, if you don't mind me asking? Did you actually have a heart attack, or did they preemptively clear some blockage? pretty cool that you know, the advances that medicine has come up to, being able to do heart surgery and brain surgery and things like that for people. Pretty impressive, you know what I mean? It's pretty impressive. And we owe a lot of that to, we do owe a lot of that to the plastics and things that we can use in that field. And all the people that came before us, dude, that were able to we were able to study and learn things about the conditions and progression, you know, medical progression. When I was a kid, I had a tumor that was growing in my bladder, and it had the potential to actually like grow and fill up the entire cavity, and so it was lethal. And they had to get in there. They had to do a little bit of laser stuff, and this was back in the 80s, you know. So they were even doing pretty well back then. Now, imagine all the cool stuff they can do now. You guess you were born with a low heart rate due to the point where your heart was stopping. You were actually fainting and having some seizures, so they gave you an ablation surgery. Basically, they closed some valves in the heart to speed up your heart rate to normal speed. Ah, very cool. Well, I'm glad it was a success, and I'm glad you're doing a lot better. And that's really cool, man. Yeah, fainting sounds very uncomfortable. Nobody wants to do that, you know. Thank you. Feels good to be back to normal. Yes, dude. Heart stuff is scary. It is, dude. It is. Such a critical organ. Basically, you're like your engine, you know what I mean? Running the whole thing. Did a little yard work yesterday, got sore in a few places. Oh. A little bit sore in some of these muscles. And that's a good thing. You're supposed to be... I'm supposed to be somewhat active, you know, doing more. Big spider, big spider. Alright, let's drop a dot. Let's drop our big dot on him. Come on, land. That's a big dot. Envenomed Bolt. It's such a good big dot. A lot of damage. More dots. 50 DKP minus. It was for sure, but having close people helped a lot too. Yeah, dude, you gotta get that support. It's nice to know when people care. Dude, look at that freaking electricity thing over there. That's the zone. That's the zone in and out of this place. You have to go through like a portal, dude. I wonder how deep underground we are. Seems pretty deep, dude. I mean, this place has got to be big enough for dragons, right? But yeah. Actually, it looks like we're in like a gorge or something. At the center of the earth, right next to the Technodrome. Figured it would be frickin' Krang down here. Krang! I actually really liked Krang when I was a kid. I thought he was like a cool concept, you know? Like a smart alien, or like he's essentially from a different dimension or whatever. But, you know, I like the rock creatures. I thought they were really cool. And I like the neutrinos, you know, those weird like 50s style like techno kids. They were driving around in their like floating Cadillacs and shit, dude. So they were pretty cool. I was down for those neutrinos, dude, which were just like a gang of ragtag future kids who are essentially like greasers or something, you know what I mean? Hello, Daddy-O. They just they talked like fucking weirdos. I wished like future kids were like that, you know? Like Gen Z. Gen Z should be neutrinos, dude. Like they already kind of are, aren't they? Gen A. Gen A is going to be the neutrinos. It was a cool character, yeah. They made a comeback for the book of Boba Fett, apparently. Oh yeah, they did have some weird like neutrino type, you know, nuke punk kids or whatever in the Mandalorian, in the Boba Fett story. Bobo Fett. B-O-B-O. I'm just kidding. No need for Boba to take strays, is there? No need to give Boba some strays. Yo, Drunken Monkey. Hello, friend. Welcome in. Welcome in We're doing a Krono giveaway today. We're going to do it at 12 PST, which is in about an hour and 45 minutes from now. Krono giveaway. Let's go. Let's go, Krono. Let's go, Krono. So that'll be fun. I got 2 of these chess pieces yesterday, but I sold one, dude. So we're back. We're back to try and get a new one. Fighting more spiders, man. But if I do get another one, I'll probably try and sell it as well. I want to get the seahorse belt. And they're around the same value. So I'm thinking of getting the seahorse belt. Selling one of these and then trying to get the seahorse belt. Because I can't really farm the seahorse belt for myself. It's a little bit too hard. But I can farm this and essentially trade it for a seahorse belt. Whew. Couldn't get the slow off, dude. I tried several slows. Oh. It's a good thing these things don't like poison or anything, because they would be pretty nasty if they did. I'm gonna have to run this one off. I can't beat it. I couldn't get the slow. Couldn't land the slow. That's a shame. I drained all my mana trying to get that slow off and never got it. And you can do, you could do what's it called, mallow. I used to mallow, but I found that the mallow resisted a lot too. And so I would actually waste a bunch of mana trying to mallow. And so that was a little annoying. Sometimes you just gotta reset and start over. You're like, do you even try for the Krono? You hardly have time to game, and you wouldn't want to snipe it from someone that games often. Ah, well, I mean, you can always hang on to it. It's all good. You know, you could go for fun, you know, and if you do win it, you could give it to a friend of yours or something like that as well. No pressure, no pressure. We're just here to have a lot of fun. And the Krono giveaways are pretty cool. A lot of people like them. I have a lot of fun doing them. I've got a conch pot. I'm going to use a conch. I need to make more conch pots. Okay, let him get a little mana, and then we'll go get us another spider. What chest are you going for? Ah, this one here, the phase spider carapace. It's a pretty good one, especially for this era, for the stuff that we can get. The AC on it's really high, and a lot of different classes can wear it, so it's got a decent amount of value. I sold one for 21K yesterday, and so that's pretty high. You know, that's pretty good price. There was a bunch of them up for like 25K, 24K, 23. I saw a couple, so I went for the 21er, and it sold. So what I want to do is I do want to get the seahorse belt. The seahorse belt's very powerful for us as well. 34% haste on it. Right now I'm using a 21% haste, so it would definitely be more DPS for me to get one. Yeah, and so it's just a random drop from these spiders. It's not too crazy hard to camp, but it can also be like, you might not ever see one for like 20 hours or something kind of thing. I ended up getting 2 yesterday during the stream, so. But the night before, I had spent about 5 hours here fighting and didn't see one. So, you know what I mean. It's just RNG. It's just RNG. Random drop. Luckily, these guys don't have that big of a loot table. They only have like 4 items that I know of. They got the silk, the blood, the spider shell, and something else. So it's a pretty low, they have a pretty low like table to pull from. But all of the items are like a rare spawn, so don't always get them. It's pretty good for this era. We're in the Lucklin era, but the majority of the gear and equipment out there is the tradable stuff. There's not very much raid equipment out there. You got your planar stuff, which is pretty good. You got your Twilight armors, which are also pretty good. And then anything that anybody really wants is from the big raids, and those are hard. Those big raids are tough. We're level 50. We're capped at 50 right now. And all that content is like level 60 plus. Vishan's Peak would be pretty good, yeah. Yeah, I think Vishan's Peak and like the Kunark Dragons would be some pretty good drops. I saw somebody selling a pair of flayed barbarian skin leggings for like 50 Kronos or something. I don't know if they ever like got them traded off or anything, but they were messaging it. They were messaging monks with it. 50 Krono for a pair of flayed barbarian leggings. They're good though. They're freaking amazing looking leggings.
Hello.
Yo, Just Butler. Hello. 50 Kronos crazy for him? Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot. You never know, man. Someone might have it. Someone might buy it. They could have been memeing, you know, they could have been like saying that, but not actually go through with it, sort of a thing. Those memers, man. We got memers out there. Still buffing up on the shaman a little bit. Shaman takes a lot of hits, so we gotta keep him buffed up. Once the dot hits, once that dot lands, dude, it pulls aggro, man. Hey, Perjas, how you doing, friend? Welcome in, welcome in. We're slaying spiders in the Dragon Necropolis. Big spiders, big spiders. Yeah, DN, man. We're having some fun over here today. We're looking for a spider shell, a spider carapace. We got 2 of them yesterday, so we do get them sometimes. And I sold one of them. I decided to sell one. So we're just seeing if we can get another one. Doing a little farming. Little platypus farming. And we're doing the Krono giveaway today. A couple hours. About an hour and a half at 12 PST. We'll be giving away a nice shiny Krono. So shiny. They were just bragging about the pants? Probably. They probably couldn't sell it because it's a raid drop, so someone, like somewhere, somebody would get pissed if they sold it. That's one thing that'll make a raid leader mad as hell, dude. If you start selling the raid loot that you win, they'll get pissed. Because they want it to be used at the raid. They don't want it to go out the door, the back door. We got some nice music today. I really like this one. Kind of Conan-y. Got the Conan vibes. Barbarians. You know what it reminds me of actually is, have you ever played that old game? It was kind of like Doom, but you were wizards. It was called Hexen. Bro, this music makes me like, it's got like Hexen vibes, you know what I mean? I feel like a wizard. How much does the carapace sell for these days? You used to farm them back in the Dark Ages. Ooh. Well, I sold one last night for 21k, so that's 3 Krono. 3 Krono at the going prices. Heretic and Hexen were your jam. Mine the 90s. Let's go. Quicken. I think I've heard of Quicken also. I don't know why. I don't recall like what kind of characters you were in Quicken, but I've definitely heard of that. Like I've seen the box cover or something at least. Currently per Joss, there are about 3 Kronos for one of these. Maybe a little less. I mean, I ended up getting 3. But I actually want to trade one. I actually want to sell one and get the Seahorse belt. It's my next goal. The Seahorse belt's really good. I can't really farm the Seahorse belt myself, so I got to do something equivalent, you know. I can farm one of these and then just trade it out for a Seahorse belt. They developed Quicken for DOS. It was like for finances and stuff. It had advertisements for it. Oh, Quicken. Okay, like QuickBooks or whatever. QuickBooks probably took over the spot on that. I remember Quicken. I was like, I heard of Quicken. Whoa, what program was that? Dude, imagine if it was like a Doom style, Hexen style game. But you were like archers, you know what I mean? Quicken. That would be sick, dude. To be all like elven archer, human archer, dwarven archer. Just every kind of archer. I think it would work out, dude. I think you could make a game like that. Great retrofit idea. Yeah. Quicken. Have it be like Doom. Yeah, I love this soundtrack. Dude, it makes me want to rollerblade up and down the beach in a Speedo. The solstice earring, too expensive for you right now? How much is the solstice earring going for? Rollerblading IRL stream? Dude, I would have to have a pair of blades. I don't even have one. I like it though. I like rollerblading. Nice. Ornate rune shield somebody's looking for out there. It's a nice shield. Oh boy, a big spider, big spider. A thick boy. This guy's a yellow con, so he's going to be a little tougher. Little tougher. As long as I can land my slow, it'll be fine. But sometimes you don't. They can be stubborn. Yep, see, nope, didn't land it. Come on, baby, let me land it. Another resist. Yay, it landed. The pieces are the blessed rod as the main piece and the Tuneri idol. The Tuneri idol is going between 900 to 1.5k. You have a pair of blades, but I'm pretty sure that your feet are way smaller than yours. You're a short ass and you'll have to get your own blades, orc. Yeah, I'm a size 12. I'm a 12, man. I used to have a nice pair of blades. It would be pretty tough to rollerblade around here. We got a lot of big hills, big ups and downs. Like I would have to like take them somewhere. There is a flat area though. We've got like a valley, like a flatter valley. And so I could potentially rollerblade around there. But we in the mountains, man. We got a lot of big hills. You tell your nephew the same thing. He wears a 15 wide. Holy moly, he's got a big foot, dude. Shit. Sasquatch. Nice, dude. Feet rafts. 6'3", wow, dude. Yeah, that's tall, man. Hey, Big Sneaks, welcome to the stream. Welcome in. What version is this? This is the Fang Breaker TLP. We're in the Lucklin era, but we're only level 50. We're capped at 50 right now. The server launched about 2 weeks ago. Speaking of rafts, you played the survival game called Raft, where you basically have to build one. Live on one. It's a fun game. I saw that before. It looked like people were having a lot of fun with it. Although you found the islands to be underwhelming compared to other games with islands, the Atlas, etc. You watched a playthrough of that. It was pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, that game Raft does look pretty cool. I also saw some people playing it and thought that it looked pretty fun. I saw some people multiplayering it, you know, where there were several people on a raft trying to put pieces on it and build more stuff and scavenge flotsam and that kind of thing. Looked pretty cool. Nice, you just started playing it yesterday. First time playing EverQuest since the Agnar TLP. That was your first experience with the game. Ah, very cool. I played on Agnar TLP. I played over there. I had a cleric. I played a cleric. Me and some Warcraft buddies were playing it, and it was really fun. It was a really fun server. You wish Subnautica was multiplayer. That game is fun too. I never played Subnautica, I don't think. But I did like what it looked like. I watched a lady named Scarlet play it. She's El Jefe's wife. I don't know if you guys remember El Jefe from EverQuest. But she used to play, she had her own channel and she would sometimes stream on like Saturdays and stuff like that. And she would do art, and she would play Subnautica and some other stuff. It's pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. Do I like playing Monk? It's what you rolled? Yeah, I do like playing Monk. You know, it took a little bit at 50 to get some equipment before I felt like I was strong enough to fight harder stuff. You know, I was real squishy feeling. Until I got geared up, and then it got a lot better. Right now I'm in the Dragon Necropolis, and these spiders are between 49 and 51. So I'm fighting level 49 to 51. So sometimes they're yellow, sometimes they're white con and yellow con to me. It took a little bit of gearing. The Twilight Sea, the Lucklin Zone Twilight Sea has some class armor quests that are pretty good. They're better than planar. They're better than like Plane of Fear armor. So, and you can do them fairly easily. I did a few of those. The quest pieces are tradable, so you can kind of like pick them up from people who have them, as well as the actual armor pieces themselves are tradable. So you can sometimes find them in the auction house. Nightmare fuel, yeah, dude, exactly. Got a little bit too uneasy around the bigger submarine you can buy later. Yeah, it can be a little nightmare fuel. I get a little fear of underwater monsters, you know, being underwater and then there being like creatures and monsters is a little creepy. But yeah, so we're just in here. We're doing some spider hunting, and it's a pretty creepy place. You know, it's a necropolis, so there's bones and skellies everywhere. All these bones up in here. And the bones are traps as well. They will spawn these little dragon liches that are like 55, so they're a little bit tough. You got to get a full group in here to take one down. And the necropolis is pretty far from civilization, you know what I mean? We're definitely deep. We're way out here. There's a giant dragon in Dagnar's Cauldron that's a scary looking dude. Not just the one in Cobalt Scar. That would be cool, man. They should have a Dagnar's dragon. I wish every zone had a raid boss in it. Of one form or another. Every zone. I could get even cities. Like I feel like the leaders of cities and stuff should be. There was always the rumor of what's it called? Wasn't there always a rumor that there was a Loch Ness or something, like a Nessie in Lake Wrath? Hey, there it is, the beetle shell. Let's go, baby. Woo! So here's what we just camped. Phase Spider Carapace. AC 28, HP 25, buttload of stats. Some resists. It's pretty freaking disgusting, honestly. It's a good piece. It's an awfully good piece. Oop. Alright, I'll be right back on the shaman. I'm gonna go put it in the shared bank and then come back and try and get another one. The brownish red scary looking anglerfish thing in Dagnar I like those water dragons. They're cool. They do. They look cool. Yeah, dude. That's a pretty uber piece. I'm trying to trade it for a seahorse hide belt. This seahorse belt is what I'm actually like actively looking to get out of one of these. Can't really farm the seahorse belt myself, but I can farm these and I can trade, you know, sell them and buy the belt. So that's kind of what we're doing. Who dat? I just got a gift sub. What? Somebody's gifting me subs out there to somebody's chat? That's cool. We need gift subs for me, for you, for that lady in the office. Hey, hey, hey. But that does bring up a good point. Gift subs are 35% off, you guys, which is absolutely fantastic. And so if you were ever feeling generous, 35% off, that's pretty good value. I would say it is. Alright, let's get back to the Dragon Necropolis. By the way, folks, we are doing a Krono giveaway in about an hour. About 1 hour, we'll be doing that give out. So, make sure to let your friends know, you know, that there's a giveaway going on. You can call your guild leader. Tell him, get in there, man. Orky's having a frickin' giveaway. Bat phone the guild leader for once. I got to ride past Clandakar. Clandakar is out there. He's looking mighty hungry. Mighty hungry as a dragon. I hate trying to click into the Dragon Necropolis. It's hard to like get the click. Oh yeah, that back is sore. I was using my weed whacker yesterday, and boy, my back feels it today. Okay, we're back. Let's go. Ooh, a big boy face spider, a yellow con. Let's get him. Get him! I love that when the slow lands on the first cast. Woo! Let's go. All right, and Venom Bolt. Let's do it. Big damage, big damage. All right, we need to get a little bit of buffs on the doggy. I get to give him the strength and dexterity and agility for that doggy. Some yummy damage buffs for the doggy. My buffs are good. His buffs are good. Okay. Get a little mana. Yep, 1 hour. 1 hour, folks. 12 PST. We're doing a Krono giveaway. So that'll be pretty fun. Got the gift sub to Amy Roja, and I also got a gift sub last night to Q's stream, which is awesome. I always appreciate that. I'm a turbo user, so I don't always sub. I can't afford to sub to all the streams that I want to sub to, you know. So the best I can do is subscribe to Twitch Turbo, which I can watch every stream that I want, commercial free, but also a little bit of a piece of that goes to them in ad revenue, even though I don't see the ads. So it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice way to kind of support the people and watch all the people I want to watch as best as I can. You know, I get one Amazon Prime sub a month, and it's hard to pick who gets that. And I don't even always do it on like an exact 30-day timer. So sometimes I miss it by a week or two. So I've been very satisfied with Turbo. I'm going Turbo. Do, 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 do. Resist. Oh man. There we go. Now it's landed. That big poison dot. I like how Xerthi's helmet looks like a cobra or something, you know what I mean? It's all like flared out. It's all big and kind of like flared out, dude. He looks like a cobra. The lizard man helmets. I'm actually wearing a plate mail helmet on my monk. This thing here, Helm of Ryle, Strength 9, Agility 5, AC 6. I'd like to upgrade it with something a little better, but this is just what I've found for the time being. It's a little heavy for a monk, 4 pounds. My total weight isn't bad though. My total weight is only 24, so not too bad. Like right on the verge of being a little too heavy for a monk. So that would probably, if I got a good helmet, like a good monk helmet, then you know that would shape me up a little better too. Hey, Luark, hello, welcome to the stream. Further proof that Ixar is the best EQ1 race, right, dude? Because they do look cool, bro. Look at this. Bah! How cool is that? The ultimate Feign Deathers, man. They're just basking in the sun. They're just doing a little basking. Baskin Robbins. This is the Dragon Necropolis. And we're having a little bit of fun here, fighting some spiders. We're getting ready to do a Krono giveaway in about an hour. So we'll have a little contest there. We'll have a little marbles race. And whoever wins the race wins a Krono. You don't have to be on Fangbreaker to receive it. You could be on any of the Daybreak servers. I'll log into that server and I'll give it to your character if you win. So, pretty easy. Pretty easy. All you gotta do is play. That's the best kind of giveaway. Dead lizard. Blah. I do like, we get a lot of lizards around my house. I got a lot of wild lizards that live around my house. Spiny lizard is what they're called. But they're cool, dude. They look like little crate dragons. You know what I mean? Like, they look cool. Some of them, some people call them blue bellies as well. Usually a lot of them have a blue belly. But they're cool. Little mini crate dragons. Very cool giveaway. Nice to see some streams of EQ that aren't THJ. You just started on the Teak TLP a few weeks ago after about a 20-year break from EQ. Ah, very nice, dude. I played on Teak. About a year ago when it launched. And I have a monk. I do actually have a monk and shaman combo there. That was my first monk shaman combo. And I did the epic and I did some fun stuff over there. I do like it. I like the server. You can get a lot of equipment there because of the randomizer. You know, the randomizer is real nice. You get like a bonus to loot as well. You get like extra loot. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I had a lot of fun on Teak. Teak was a really great server. Especially right when it launched, man. Most of the EverQuest streamers that stream EverQuest, they were seeing some really high numbers, some record numbers on Teak when it launched. We called it Teak Week. Teak Week was a blessing, dude. We were loving it. Fun server. I played on pretty much all the TLPs that have launched. With the exception of Fippy. I didn't really play Fippy. I came in, I think Ragefire was the first TLP after Fippy. And it wasn't TLP. Fippy was a vote lock. And so everybody had to take a vote whether they wanted the next expansion to unlock or not. And there was a lot of like fighting over it, and some people were like cheating and using multiple accounts to do multiple votes and, you know, stuff like that. And so there was like a weird, you had to vote to get the next expansion unlocked. I never played that one. That was their first attempt at a progression server of sorts. But I played all the TLPs after that. And I do like them. I think they're a lot of fun. I get an enjoyment out of starting over, you know. and doing stuff in era is really fun too. That's the part that I like the most about it, is when you're actually doing the content in era like it's supposed to be. Teak week, that's great. Yeah, man, it was like the first week of Teak was just freaking amazing. But also for like about a month or two, Teak was really hot, and it was a lot of fun. THJ is doing pretty well though. I have played THJ, and so I do like it. And I think it's a good server. I think it's a good EMU server. You can do a lot. You can do... You're like a triple class, so you have 3 classes. When you're making your character, you make your primary guy, and then you go and you pick 2 more classes. And so you can make some really nice combos. I had a Beast Lord / Cleric / Enchanter at first, and he was kind of squishy. I didn't really like him that much, and so I ended up switching over to a Shadow Knight / Shaman, I believe, / Enchanter, and that was a little better. Had a lot more fun. It was much tankier because of the Shadow Knight, because of the plate mail and all that. Or just literally because of the Shadow Knight. I don't know why. But it was like much tankier. Actually did more damage with it too. Pretty fun server. I'll probably play it again after I play this for a while. I was thinking about it. Some people are nervous about putting the software on their computer. I was talking to a buddy yesterday or the other day, and he was saying how he wasn't interested in like putting EMUs on this computer, dude, because they could like steal your shit. And I thought about it. I said, damn, he's right. You don't ever know what they could put in there, and they could be keylogging your main accounts that you play on the regular servers, anything. I had a buddy who we were playing World of Warcraft emulated servers, like private servers, and he had used the same password or something like that for 2 of them. And sure enough, dude, people from the old one, from a different one that he used the password on, hacked it, tried his password on the new server he was on Nostalrius at the time, got in, took all his shit. So like, because he used the same password, essentially the same login and password on 2 different EMUs, one of them got him on the other one. And ever since then, like, I've been very adamant of using separate logins for shit like that. I try to learn from his lesson, you know what I mean? You know how you're supposed to learn from your lessons? Well, I'm taking it one step further. I'm learning from his lesson on that. Definitely a good precaution. Yeah. Yep. Because it did. It happened to him, man. Nostalrius was a pretty cool WoW server. It was before before they had TLPs, before they had progression servers, classic servers. And there was a private server called Nostalrius. They ended up getting cease and desisted and stuff, had to close down. But then Blizzard actually met with the Nostalrius team and came up with their classic servers through it, you know. And so I think it was pretty cool. It was like they told them to shut down their server and whatnot, and was pretty hard on them legally, threatened to sue and all that. But then turned around and was like, okay, since you complied and everything and all this, we want to launch classic servers. So what's up? How do we do it? The code is actually older than we can remember and like figure out. So you guys have come a long way with it. So they probably got paid, dude. They probably got hooked up and paid to like help with the project and get it launched. Big boy yellow spider. Look at him, he's so yellow. Level 51. One level above us, and he hits hard, dude. The irony of Cyber Jarl telling you that. He works in tech. He's a tech. So he knows the risks, dude. I'm sure he's had somebody in his company give out their password or click on some dumb thing in the email and screw everything up for the company. There's probably been a few of those. Let's find out what Jack Sparrow knows. Actually, we're going to ask Waaagh about the Dragon Necropolis. What do you know about the lore of Dragon Necropolis? Question mark. Since we're on our monk, we're going to ask Waaagh about it. He trains us. We train with Waaagh.
Dude boy, Orc boy asked me, what do you know about the lore of Dragon Necropolis? Ah, Dragon Necropolis, a place with ancient echoes and shadows long. It is a realm within EverQuest, where the mighty dragons of old rest. This necropolis is home to the restless spirits of the mighty dragon, Zlandikar, and others, caught between life and death. Beware of the traps and undead within, for they guard the secrets of dragonkind. Those who enter must tread with caution, for the path is fraught with peril and forgotten wisdom.
Ah, thank you, Waaagh. Thank you so much for the masterful advice and the knowledge. He is, dude. I'm telling you, Waaagh is so knowledgeable about the games I play. He's always helped us out a lot. You work in consumer tech support, not internal tech support, but yeah. Dude. My old company sucked, man. They wanted to change the passwords on everything, like every 30 days or 45 days or something like that. And so we were constantly calling tech support to get like, oh, we're all locked out. We can't figure out how to do nothing, and we don't know how to use your shit. Get us back online, quick. There was a lot of technical problems. We had a lot of computer systems. We also had a lot of things like scanners and shit like that that were always jacked up. So it was pretty tough. Very technological. I mean, it was Home Depot, so, you know, and they're very like stat heavy, stat wise. They want to know every little thing, every little piece of data that you can have. They analyze it all. So they were huge on numbers, huge on like anything that could like cut costs and, you know, efficiency. Humongous corporation. It was the biggest warehouse I'd ever worked for. It was freaking gnarly. Good money though. It was good money. It was enjoyable work too. I saw one of their trucks. The company I worked for. I saw one of their trucks out here recently doing deliveries and stuff. And also we ordered our appliances through Lowe's, and it's very similar. Like some technicians came in, basically like what I used to do. I used to work in the warehouse of one of those spots. It's always fun when you have a customer using top-of-the-line router with the latest security protocols, but uses a 15-year-old Wi-Fi printer that forces their whole network to use WEP. Yeah. Like, hey, dude, you know, you got everything top of the line, everything's working smooth. Except for this one printer, man. Can we swap this printer out for a new one? Oh no, I love this printer. So this is the only printer I know how to use, and I won't use any other printer. Stapler. It's like that one guy, Milton, with his red stapler, dude. Nah, that's my stapler. Nah, that's my printer. My favorite printer. It's my favorite printer. Yo, Slade Tanak, what up? Woo! F that guy. Yeah, right? Like, listen, dude. We'll get you a new printer. We're gonna need you to go ahead and get a new printer. Signed corporate. The last time I bought a printer, maybe about a year ago, I got one of those Brother printers, one of the laser printers. It's real nice. It's real easy to use, real nice. Comes out clean. So I've been happy, very, very happy with my printing. I used to have an old Xerox machine. It was also a laser printer, but it was like second hand. I got it. One of my old companies I worked for was throwing it away, and they were like, I was like, well, can I try and take it home and like maybe see if I can fix it or something? And I did. I actually fixed it. It was still a little janky, but yeah, I had fixed it. So I had that printer for a while, and finally I got tired of it. I said, this printer's way too big, way too heavy, and it doesn't print good enough, so I'm just going to get one of these other ones. And I only paid about 100 and some change for it. It wasn't too bad. So the new printer I have now, I'm very happy with. That I think I still have the old printer in the garage. Maybe. I might have thrown it away. Probably did. Dubo, hope you have a good day. You'll be lurking mode. You got to get step out for a couple hours. Word, dude. You'll chat soon if you guys are on when you get back. Nice, nice, man. Well, have a good day and be safe out there, my friend. I'm glad we were able to catch up. Yeah, so the hand-me-down printer worked for a long time, and then finally, once it started really getting bad, I decided to get a new one, and I'm glad, very, very happy with the one I have. Plot twist, all that was wrong with it was stuck paper. It had a little like a grinding noise in it, and then it wasn't actually heating up the powder, like the toner powder wasn't heating it up, dude. So you could rub your thumb across something that was printed and it would like smudge, you know, it would like smear. So it really, the only thing I could use it for was shipping labels. If I sold something online and I was going to ship it out, I could still print a label, but I would have to tape over the whole label. I would have to use a little bit of clear tape over it to lock it all in. I have, sometimes I sell like the miniatures and stuff that I make, you know, like my little mini bookshelves and stuff like that. So I list those up on eBay and keep a little running list going, but they don't always sell. Like I'll go months and months and months without a sale. But I'm much more grateful for the new equipment that I have. $30, folks. 30 minutes until the Krono giveaway. So you guys are just in time. Right on time. Hey, Lark, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. I love it. I love it. I do. I like follows almost better than anything else on Twitch. I'm a big fan of the follows. I don't know. I just like them. I like them. Plus, I get to do my orc yell, so you know what I mean, dude? You're helping me out with the follow. And I get to do my orc yell. It's a good day when you're yelling like an orc. For the Krono giveaway, you don't have to play Antique. If you win the Krono, I'll log into whatever server you're on and send it to you. So, yeah, you don't have to play on this server. You can be on Teak, you can be on any server. And we'll get it over to you. Drunken Monkey says, if you win the Krono, you might just have to join everyone on FB. Yeah, dude, let's go. It's a pretty fun server. You know, and because we're only level 50 capped right now, stuff is hard, dude. Like I said, like there's a lot of raid bosses that are up all day, every day, because no one can kill them. You know what I mean? So... got raid bosses out there just hanging around. But you also have all the AOCs and everything too. A lot of open world bosses are up. People are gearing up. The main raiding guild on the server is definitely taking down targets. They raid only twice a week, and then they have like the mini raids and whatever. Like they'll take down a boss on an off day, but they only have their DKP raids are only twice a week. So there's a lot of room out there for other groups to come in and get some targets as well. Like I said, you know, we're capped at level 50, so it's not so easy to go out there and kill, you know, Avatar War or any of the TOV dragons or, you know, Luckland mobs. You can't go kill frickin' Emperor at 50 with what we have right now. You know what I mean? You got to gear your whole raid up. You got to back flag. How long did it take you to get from 1 to 50? Not too long, about 3 or 4 days. We have hot zones. We've got rolling hot zones. So today, for example, the experience hot zones for today are Befallen, Dagnors, Dawn Shroud. All these have an experience bonus today. And it changes every day. We get hot zones for experience. Sometimes there's coin. Sometimes there's double loot. Sometimes you get more rares, which is really cool. Respawn rate is actually pretty good too. You get a nice respawn rate. So that's awesome as well. There's one for skills. If you go to the skill up zone, when the skill up is active, you can do all your trade skills. You'll get like double the skill, you know, which is pretty nice. Trade skills can be a pain. They use a lot of resources. So if you're gonna do a trade skill, you know, you might as well go to a place that has a little bonus to it. Field of Bone, yeah, dude, you might roll up an IK today. Let's go, bro. Fantastic. Yeah, there's an active community. There's a lot of people playing. And like I said, it's harder, so more stuff is up. Less places are camped. you can't have big box armies. You're only really allowed to have one box. So that's why you see me 2-boxing. That's why you see some of the other guys who normally run larger crews 2-boxing only. Because that's in the server rule set. You're not supposed to have any more than that. Now, I have seen some people running around with what looks like larger groups. Maybe they're being, I don't know if they're getting in trouble or not. I think they are, though. I think the GMs have been very observant as far as that on here. Some people are pushing it a little bit by having a third account in offline trader mode. I don't know if that's pushing it or not. Technically, you're only supposed to be online with 2 accounts at a time. So an offline trader on a third account, I guess, is like not really online. I mean, you're not playing it. So it's a gray area there. I think it's okay to do, though. I don't see any problem with it. Because technically you're not online, and the rule is you're only allowed to have 2 accounts online at the same time. Or logged in, or whatever.
Oh,
No Cheetah Mage Army on this one? Yeah, dude, he's got a Shadow Knight / Shaman combo. Pretty similar to mine, except for he's got the AC and all the good Shadow Knight abilities like Snare and all that stuff. A little bit less damage, I think, than my combo. But able to go like deeper into dungeons and do harder stuff. But they will lift some of those restrictions over time. It goes from being like this to being able to do a lot of boxing and stuff in the later expansions. There's a whole timeline of like what unlocks when and what you can do. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to do a quick restroom break. Again, in about 20 minutes, we're doing the Krono giveaway. Krono giveaway in 20 minutes. So get on the horn, call up your guild leader. Say, man, there's a Krono being gave out. Get in here. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And I feel refreshed. Alright. Let's pull another spider. I've been craving some teriyaki beef. I want some teriyaki beef. Little steamed rice, little teriyaki beef. That's what I want today. Some of that yum yum yaki. Man, I sure do wish I had some cooldowns like thunder kicks and stuff like that. Those are a lot of fun. I love a good thunder kick. "10 minutes, folks. 10 minutes for the Krono giveaway." Pretty cool. Are those AAs or tomes that you have to buy? I get tomes on my monk, but they're like 55. They're, you know, between 55 and 60 is all the good cooldowns, and so we're capped at 50 right now. And even the AAs, you get a few good AAs at 51, but most of the good class AAs for this character are at 59. So I was already looking them up, and most of our stuff is a little later in. So in 6 weeks, level 51 unlocks. 5 weeks actually from now. Level 51 unlocks. We can do some basic AAs, and we can bank some AAs. So that's what most people will be doing. And then 55 unlocks 8 weeks later. And then I believe when level 60 unlocks is when Pop opens up. Something like that. They have a whole timeline on the website for the server. It's a little different than normal as far as timeline goes and level caps goes. Slightly different than normal. But not bad. I do think that they're pretty good unlocks. It's a pretty good timeline. Got an ad as soon as I read it. Holy shit, I'm not even... It doesn't even say we're in one. Darn. Dang old Twitch. Dang old Twitch. I've got the ads as low as they can go. I do have it as low as they can go as far as ads goes. You can turn off ads entirely, but it still doesn't stop people from getting ads. It just turns off ads for us getting credit for the ads. Is all it really does. They still run just as many ads almost. Now I know some people run a lot more, you know, they go all the way up. And that's pretty annoying. Because it's too many ads at that point. But what I was saying is that they're both a combination of tomes and AAs, the various cooldowns for the monk. Some of which you get at 51, which is in about 5.5 weeks. We get the level cap goes up to 51, and we can start working AAs. Most of it is like 55 plus. A lot of the big AAs for monks are 59. So, yeah, we're still going to be struggle bussing it with cooldowns for a little while. For a little while. But it's not bad, you know. I kind of like it. I am liking the level caps. Level 60 is pretty powerful, you know. At level 60, we can go do a lot of crazy stuff. So it's kind of regulating the flow a little bit on the server, and that's not a bad thing. They see a large decline around pop / after pop. And so if you want to kind of like milk the server for what it's worth, they got to kind of, you know, let things progress a little slower. Some of those fast-paced servers weren't so good for them, you know, as a company. Haven't played on your monk in a long while. Oh, they're fun, dude. They're so nice. The feigned death, you know, you do get pretty good armor. I mean, you're pretty armored. A monk essentially can tank all that stuff, all the classic content. Not like the raid bosses or anything, but they can do all the group content, including on my level 60s when I played monk on Teak, I was doing like Plane of Hate, all kinds of stuff at level 60. Now, of course, I couldn't fight any mini bosses or anything, but I was fighting, you know, trash mobs. I was getting gems, getting jewelry. You know, it was nice. It was quite nice. All right, guys, one more pull, and then we'll do the Krono giveaway. The Krono giveaway.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Hey, back to the bone. Thank you so much for that prime sub.
It looks like meat back on the menu, boys.
Heck yeah, I love it. I love it. We'll be doing a Krono giveaway today, my friend. Krono giveaway. Also, we have 3 more subs to go before we reach our goal. We have a goal of 10 subs. If we can get to 3 subs, we would hit the goal. Gift subs are 35% off, so it's a really good time to gift a sub if you're feeling a little generous and you want to help out one of your friends who likes to watch the channel. You could do so. So we will be doing a Krono giveaway. You don't have to play on Fangbreaker. You can be on any of the Daybreak servers. And if you win the Krono, I'll log into your server and I'll give you the Krono. It's as easy as that. We're going to do marbles race to determine who wins. It's going to be a marbles race on Twitch. Yo, what up, Game Over? Yeah.
Back on the menu, boys.
Woo, we got another primer.
It looks like meat is back on the menu, boys.
Hey, Game Over 406, thank you so much for the follow. We'd love to see it. We love those follows. We love it. I like follows more than anything else on Twitch. So thank you. Thank you. You didn't know it was you. You were in DN with you for like hours. Hey, is that you, dude? Are you the guy that plays the druid? Epic? Nice, dude. Sorry I woke up that dragon, dude. Bro, I came in here. I was like, oh, I'm going to farm a carapace. I'm going to get a carapace for my monk. I'm going to go over there and get one. Spawned a dragon lich in. Thing had an aggro radius the size of a freaking bus. And we had to team up, dude, to take it down. That was cool, though. It was like a little adventure, a little mini adventure. Well, you're just in time because we were getting ready to do a Krono giveaway. So perfect timing, perfect timing. Glad you could make it. If you know anybody who plays EQ, let them know. Yo, Hype Train. Oh my God, you guys. Who's kicking off a Hype Train? Let's go. If we get a Hype Train, we always do a hype dance. So I think now would be a good time to do one. Kick off a Hype Train, we're going to kick off a hype dance. And then we're going to roll out a Krono. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. Enjoy the dance. Let's go.
Let the hype train begin. You can
Thank you guys so much. That was really nice. All right. Spam emotes. You heard them. Spam emotes. Let's go! Yo, that guy gifted a sub. There he is. He gifted one. Don't let him die. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for that hype train. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let's get on with the marbles race because we're giving away a Krono today. Let's go. We're giving out a Krono. Come on in. Make yourself at home. A lot of people on my friends list on Steam are playing Dune. Got a lot of Dune players out there. All right. We're going to do a race. It's going to be laps. Because I do prefer laps. It may take a little longer, but it is a little more fair. You know, no one gets booted out, nothing like that. So I like them. Orc Boy was orkin', that's right, the orkin' man. Yo, man, you look like a bug man. You look like an orkin' man. I feel like one. All right, let's do Marble Canyon. It seems nice and bumpy and kind of hilly, and so that seems pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. We're going to do 10 laps, you guys. So, exclamation mark play to get in on the race. This is for a Krono. You don't have to play on Fangbreaker. You could be on any Daybreak server. If you win the Krono, I'll log into your server and I'll send you the Krono. So come on in, get on in. This is for a Krono. And we're hoping to get some more racers in here. Don't be stingy now. There's 24 of you in here watching. I'm sure that you guys would like to race for a Krono. Nice. Davey Sarcastic in the house. Woo! I see you, baby. Let's go. Pyraxit got in. Love it. Love to see it. And that's fine if it's a small amount of people. Like I said, we're going to be doing 10 laps. So it's going to be 10 laps around this course. That'll give everyone an opportunity to get started. Looks like these walls are pretty high walls in here, so you know, there can be some shuffling of positions. I think there will be. I think there will be. Woo! The Krono giveaway. EverQuesters unite. The Marbles NASCAR for a Krono. Somebody's winning it. Will it be you? All right, we're gonna start the count. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, we're gonna start the countdown because we're a little late. So let's go. Three minutes and 16 seconds before the Krono race begins. You still have time to enter. It's not too late for someone who wants to enter. They absolutely can enter within the 3-minute time frame. All right, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys hanging out today. It was really fun. We had a lot of fun doing some Dragon Necropolis, slaying some spiders, chasing some loot, and now we do a Krono giveaway. Pretty cool. Pretty fulfilling week so far on EQ. Dad bod, get in there. Hell yeah, let's go. Krono giveaway. Yes, Brexa. Woo! 2 minutes, folks. 2 minutes to get in. Any last minute stragglers, if you're on a tab, if you're at work, if you can hear me, get to that computer and hit !play to join the race. You left and went to work for a bit. Did you get the carapace? I did get one. Yeah, I did. Got one. Yeah, it did. I'm going to try and sell it and get enough money for a seahorse belt. That's really what I'm trying to do. I sold one last night and I bought Krono instead, but I should have bought the seahorse belt because that's what I'm after. One minute, 20 seconds. !play for a shot at a Krono. You made it in, Brexa. Just barely. We're doing 10 laps of this course. 10 laps. There's a lot of steep walls here, so I expect some slowdowns. I feel like some marbles are going to pass each other up. There's really no eliminations on this course, so everyone's got a shot. Everyone's got a chance. Whoever wins it wins the Krono. Can you get yeeted? No, I don't think you can. I think this one's pretty safe, Shogun. This one's just laps. Laps around the course. Yep. It's just a nice cozy course, nothing too big. Looks like there might be a little shortcut though. If you see there, it looks like there's kind of a shortcut. 4, 3, 2, 1, and they're off. The marbles have started to go. Yeah, baby. Davey Sarcastic jumping in the lead. Jimbo Slice fast on his tail. Look at that. See those steep walls, dude? Those are going to slow some people down. Woo! Those marbles are fast, huh? Whoa! One guy almost went over the edge. Bad to the Bone, Dad Bod, J Red Bingo, all pulling in the top 3 slots. And we're on our first lap. We've gotten our first lap done. The first lap is complete. And they're still riding strong. Here, we're going to go way up in the air here. They're still going strong. All right, here we go. Bat to the Bone. He's way out in the front. Look at the lead he has. Holy shit, he may win it. Third lap, let's go. Dad Bod coming in second. Jimbo Slice in the third position. Cyber Jarl's back at the 5th with Brexa holding steady on the 6th. Woo! Look at the lead on that guy. Yo, game over. You got it, man. You could get in there. That doesn't mean anything. You never know what'll happen. Bat to the Bone. He could hit a slowdown. He could ride the wall for a bit. You never know. Look at that. See, J Red Bingo's coming in hot. Looking to take the lead if he can. Shogun takes the lead. He took the lead by a big margin. J Red Bingo and Bat to the Bones coming up behind. Shogun must have hit a shortcut or something there. I didn't notice it. But there is, you can actually like hop the wall and you can come in here. There's a few shortcuts. Kind of like Rainbow Road. You know how you drop down that one section and you get a big lead? Shogun's pulling a Rainbow Roader on us, dude. Look at him. You think your marble might be drunk? Let's go. Might as well. We're on the 6th lap. We got the lads coming around the corner for the 6th lap. 6 out of 10. There's still a chance. You may shuffle around in here. Although Shogun looks like they're performing pretty highly on this race. J Red Bingo's trying to catch up. Back to the Bone is in 3rd place. Oh boy, Shogun, here he comes. He's gonna lap you, game over. Oh boy, he's coming for the lapping. The lap maneuver. Oh, Shogun on the 8th lap. Here he comes. J Red Bingo still holding second, still pushing to catch up. And there's a slowdown for Shogun. We just saw him slow down a little bit right there. He's hitting those walls pretty hard, pretty heavy. They're slowing him down. Shogun is on the final lap. The 9th lap. J Red Bingo close behind. Back to the bones. Pushing as hard as he can as well. You usually get yeeted, huh, Shogun? I've seen it before, dude. This is why I kind of like these lap tracks like this. These ones aren't too bad. They're just kind of like laps, you know what I mean? And so they're not bad. All right, final lap for Shogun. Can he make it? Look at, he's getting slowed down. No, Shogun did get yeeted. Look, unless he just wins it right here. Did he get the shortcut? Oh, he went around the little boopity boop. Did you see it? Shogun got a perfect, went up here and then fell down here and took the win. Took the win, dude, like that. Wow. Why is Larark standing still? He looks like he lost momentum. There you go, dude. Shogun, you got frickin'. You took the shortcut, dude. We're gonna start calling him Shortcut. Shogun Shortcut. Oh, wow. You hit that twice, Smart Marble? Yeah, that was pretty good, man. I had a feeling it looked like there was a little shortcut there. Because it looks like a little path, but it doesn't look like you would hit it here and then go through. It looks like you would get to it from over here or something and roll through this valley and out here, which might not be a shortcut actually if you end up getting it like that. But yeah, pretty interesting there. Pretty interesting. And I've seen him get yeeted before from plenty of marbles races. Game over, coming in 9th place with Luark. Holding up the 10th slot. I don't know what happened to him. There was a few slowdowns recently I saw where he just kind of hit one of those walls and it came down and was just kind of hanging there for a little bit. Little hang 10. There you go, Shogun. You won. Congratulations, dude. What I need from you is server name, character name. Server name, character name, so I can send you the Krono. Woo! That was a good race. That I would say that was a good, interesting, kind of slower paced race, and I think that was pretty fun. Server name, character name, Shogun, and I'll send you the Krono. Figuring out which server you can still log into. Nice, nice. Well, if you want to log into Waaagh server, which is a free-to-play server, I can log in there as well and just hand it to you. You could go to Waaagh server, free-to-play, or any of these servers really are free-to-play, and we can meet up and I can trade it to you. Well, thank you guys so much for participating in the Krono giveaway. It's always a lot of fun to do those. Maybe next week we'll get a bigger turnout. I was hoping to get a bunch of people in. We unfortunately had a disconnect earlier in the stream. My internet went down for about 5 minutes. And so we lost some of our lurkers. We lost some of the folks that were interested in rolling in on it. It happens. Waaagh server, let's go. Waaagh server. But make sure you tell me your character name in the Twitch chat, though. You gotta make sure to tell me the character name in the Twitch chat. That way I know I'm giving it to the right guy. Orc boy yee, look at that, orc boy yee. Orquisha, there we go. Here's my Shadow Knight, Orquisha. Isn't she cute? Orc Lord. God dang, how many characters do I have on this freaking server? Holy moly. That's a lot of characters. I played on this server for a long time. And this is my main character, the 105 Ranger. She's got all kinds of stuff you could think of. That sword that's in her offhand right there is an illusion that you get from fighting Mayong Mistmore. So this is Mayong's Mistmore sword. You're on Vox right now, Drunken? Nice, dude. Yeah, I like Vox. I played here for a few years. I did a lot of level 85 content. They were on House of Thule when I joined this server. And I went through, I bought a bunch of expansions and did a whole bunch of current stuff. And, I have a house and everything on this server. It's not paid up, it's all packed up. But I had a house and everything on here. I got a ton of server firsts when I was on this server. Because we had to go back, we had to back flag. So when they opened up this server, they just launched it at the current server, at whatever they were at live. And so for everyone who made characters here, there was no way we were touching any of that current content until we back flagged. We actually needed the gear, needed the clickies, needed all, even if we were higher level, we couldn't, there was no level attrition. You still needed underfoot gear to get to the next place, to do the next place before you could do House of Thule, that kind of thing. You needed the raid gear from previous expansions. Want bard speed? I'm good. I have bard speed. Well, I'm not quite bard speed, but my AAs, I've got as many AAs as you can get. And my run speed is like run speed 7 or some shit, like some crazy shit. Brrr, look how fast she is. Brrr. It's not bard speed, but it's fast. Is that you, dude? Is that your bard, bro? Woo! Just make sure you type in your character name, Shogun, in the Twitch chat, so I know, so I can verify it. And if you're making a new character, you might get stuck in the tutorial. You might have to turn down the tutorial. Looks like I have some parcels. For some reason, my character has some parcels here. But yeah, this was a fun character. Like I said, I ended up getting a ton of titles from doing all those server firsts from all those previous expansions. You know what I mean? So we got all these fucking surnames, suffixes, titles, so much stuff. She's a pirate, Captain Olive Pimento. Nah, that's right, you. That's right, you. Schwab the deck. Fire off the starboard cannons, lad. Is that you, Shogun? Just verify in the Twitch chat that it's you. I'm sure it is, but just verify in the Twitch chat so that I know for sure. 100% certainty. You'll beat you at the club? Alright. That works. Alright. There you go, my friend. Congratulations on the Krono. And I hope you have a beautiful day, my friend. Enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for participating in the Krono giveaway and hanging out in the stream today. You guys are absolutely amazing. We'll do another Krono giveaway next Friday. So we'll keep doing them on Fridays. But I'm going to get some lunch. Go check in on my mom, see what she's doing, see if she needs any help. And don't forget, you guys, there is 35% off gift subs right now on Twitch. It's a really good deal. So even if you don't have a way to share with me and you feel like sharing with someone else out there, you know, gift some of your favorite streamers some subs. They put in a lot of work, and they really will appreciate it. And now's a really good time to do it because of those vast discounts. So you can help a fellow streamer meet their goals. Am I doing 7 Days to Die next week? Yeah, I think I will. Whenever the stable version comes out. Tonight is the streamer weekend, and so there's going to be a lot of people playing it. And there's going to be a lot of streamers streaming it and stuff. And then next week or the week after, something like that, around the 30th, they said, is when the stable version is going to launch, or at least they're going to try to get it launched. So we should be expecting a stable version soon. One of our friends is going to be launching a 30-person server, so we're probably going to be getting in on that. All right. Well, have a good day, guys. Much love, peace out, and I will see you probably tomorrow. I'm scheduled to stream tomorrow morning too, so we'll be on. We'll be hanging out. I don't know if we'll be farming this. We might be, depending on if we make a bunch of platinum and stuff, but I'm definitely going to try and get my seahorse belt as well, using some of this, some of these carapaces as funds. So anyway, we're going to keep it pushing on to another streamer who's streaming on Fangbreaker. And like I said, I'm going to get some lunch. I'm going to keep farming for a carapace. I'm just going to eat some lunch. And I really want to have some teriyaki and some steamed rice. So I think that's what I'm going to do. See you later, guys. Peace out. Much love. Smoochies.